Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Binding of Isaac Repentance series. That was a weird intro. In this episode, we're going to be exploring the basement. What's wrong with me? Using seed code CHAMPION. Let me try that again. Welcome, one and all, to the Binding of Isaac Repentance series. In this episode, we're going to be exploring the basement using seed code CHAMPION. That is Clutch, Hushy, Athame, Mom, Pentagram, Isaac, Options, and Necro. Champion enemies. So in this one, unlike in the last episode where I couldn't unlock anything even though I beat Satan, here it... Oh wait, no, it does show I can't. Yeah, see, so there is no... Why? If every enemy is a champion, it would be harder, so shouldn't this be a... That's bogus. Okay, well, let's find somebody who's got some serious kahunas. So I'll need to do this character again and do that run again because I just beat a bunch of bosses that should be on her little notepad but aren't because you can't unlock achievements. Unlock by beating... I have to look that one up. This one is Blue Baby. I gotta beat Blue Baby, I think. I have to look that one up too. Well, let's just go as base Isaac. So every single enemy is a champion. They're not charmed, so they're not going to attack each other like they did in the last episode. Which was quite amusing. I was so entertained that I took damage watching them kick each other's butt and not paying attention to the splash damage I was taking from standing on the sideline, like a spectator in a bar that gets clocked by somebody else while watching the fight happening. Yeah, because a lot of the damage I took in that last episode was completely avoidable. And I'm a little disappointed that even though I beat Satan on that run, it didn't record or update the notepad. These little spiders are not champions, although they tend to hit me a lot. Keep your friends close. What does that do? Ooh, I'll take the options and the blue heart. So we would need 20 pennies. Let's see if that happens. I highly doubt I'll get enough pennies to get that. Probably because it's on hard mode, I'm not going to get pennies. Let's, hello guys. Who wants to go first? Wait, I need to get rid of them. I need to get rid of these big fatties. Oh man. Okay, well. Try not to corner yourself next time. He's not a champion, but he certainly acts like one. Yep. No pennies. Oh, this thing doesn't auto-recharge? That's not cool. I guess finding the battery that allows me to charge on kills, or the car battery, would be a good idea, if I get lucky enough to see that in the shops. But I was about to say, as you can see, I haven't gotten enough money to even get that thing, but I stand corrected. You know, I do believe that this game is programmed, one, to be... I mean, the lore is that Isaac's being beat up and abused by his overly religious mother, who, in her own issues, has pushed her husband out of the household. Like, he chose to leave, right? So Isaac's being punished by his mom. Right, and he jumps into his toy chest and suffocates, right? He asphyxiates, and while he's asphyxiating, he's hallucinating. So the entire game that we're playing is actually a hallucination, right? So every monster is a twisted version of Isaac in some form or another, and each room is representative of that. I don't need too many more hearts if I don't keep getting hurt. Let's see. Do they change their distance from me? Or is that only for like babies? So the room represents the edges of the chest. So you're always in a room no matter what, but it represents the chest space. What was I getting at with that? I feel like I was leading up to something. Oh yeah, so then it's because it's a dream, there's really weird things that happen in it, like the strange clown physics, and a whole hella load of trolling. Left and right, you get trolled. Like when you kill an enemy and the second it dies, it shoots a tear right at you and hits you. And the tear moves at super speed. Or you get one of them spiders that leap across the screen. They're off screen and hit you. You know, that's the type of weird stuff you would expect to have seen in a dream. Or I was watching a YouTube streamer, Sinvicta, and he had gone into a devil deal. Okay, what is that? Hold on one second. Let me figure out what is that item. That is... It says Isaac can break obstacles by walking into them. And then there's that little fly. Where is the little... There it is. Oops. It says, spawns a blue attack fly that orbits a long distance from Isaac and deals 2 damage per tick. I'll take this. Now I can, without wasting bombs. Then you risk being attacked. One thing I like about Stompy is that you can't get stuck on rocks. You just have to watch out for the ones that explode. So what was I saying? So yeah, so he goes into a devil deal and gets a shovel, decides to check the crawl space that it creates in the devil deal, and then upon returning to the surface, instead of coming up in the devil deal room, he comes up in the boss room. And then he's like just appalled at the fact that he's no longer in the room that he thought he was supposed to return to. So I put a comment in the comment section about how it's reflective of dreams. And I get somebody saying that my comment was not a good explanation, and I wasn't trying to explain anything. I was just commenting simply that, well, it has dream physics within the game. But they mentioned something about it's not a problem with the lore, that it's game mechanics. So my response was that I love playing the game because it so perfectly represents how dreams function. The number of times I've had a dream where I pass through a doorway and then in returning through that doorway, end up in a completely different room from the room that I left originally. Like, if I'm in from the living room to the kitchen and then go back through the doorway to go back into the living room, but I end up in the basement in some building in China, that's the kind of stuff that happens in dreams. So the game is perfectly representative of that. If you leave a devil deal, the door sometimes closes, right? It doesn't always stay open. So if you go into a crawl space, leaving the devil deal room, you still left the devil deal. So to come back up the crawl space and expect to be in the devil deal room, well, no. So Invicta had mentioned, oh, well, that's Isaac physics or logic for you. And I was like, well, it's more like dream logic. Ooh, I'll take that. So I actually think that they planned that out really well when they programmed this game. Oh, I should focus on this guy. Aw, you still got me. That's that super speed tier that I was talking about. Well, it's on hard mode, so the tiers move faster than on normal. Now that's not a hair on his head, right? That's a slice mark in his skin and stitches holding the slice together, right? Soul converter. Oh, wait. I don't really want that. I'd rather have my red hearts. Thank you very much. What am I doing? Yeah, let's go. Now, if you agree, comment in the post in the comments below how you feel about dreams, whether or not this game seems to. Okay, guys, here you can have that instead. Seems to duplicate dreams you may have had in your own personal experience. Or if you think that when you leave a devil deal through the floor, that it shouldn't close on you if you return back up. Okay, now I'm taking dumb damage. Hold on a second. I need to really focus on what I'm doing. I don't feel safe taking the pill, but I'm gonna try. Balls of steel. That's like a health up. What is this Jera? Okay. Now watch. That pill is probably going to be a bad one. And I'm going to take it, and it's going to hurt me. Yep, thought so. I basically undid the other one, which means that one's a bad trip pill too. So no thanks. Ah! Alright. But it basically makes sense. I mean, if you apply the concept of dream logic to the game, a lot of the trolls make sense. Now, I don't believe that they programmed the game to listen to the microphone. Oh! Frickin' spiders, man. Like, I seriously don't believe that they programmed the game to listen to the microphone or any microphone input as you're playing. So you can sit here having a commentary and talk about your plan only for the plan to fail. Well, your plan is going to be based on the items that you're collecting. Now, the game could be designed in a way to calculate the items that it's giving you within the pools that are available for the progress that you've made. And depending on what you've collected, the game can anticipate what your plan is. So you don't have to speak for the game to know what you're planning on doing. If you selected one item and took it with you and walked around another item and chose not to take it, then the game can deduce what it is you're planning on doing and build its own game plan against you, which feels like being trolled. Oh, what? Okay, wait a second. You bombed my bomb away from everything. Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I'll play that. Hold on. Let's take this one. Oh wait, that. I've been killed by that fly before. Let's see if I can't get it. Whoa. See what I mean? So we could say that, oh, the game planned to ruin my chance to get a pretty fly, or maybe some extra drops from that machine, but I'm the one that selected the frickin' fly, and when it touches anything, it explodes. Right? So it's not that the game heard me and decided, oh, it's gonna ruin my opportunity to, ooh, I want this, to be able to do what I'm trying to do. Instead, it's just, wait, I can't step on that shrunken one, because it's already shrunken. I would have to shrink it in order to be able to step on it. Okay, are you gonna hit him? Oh. I swear those bomb blasts have a tiny radius when you want to use them, but a huge radius when they're being used against you. Great. So in hard mode, bombs actually stop the enemy from charging. But in normal mode, the bombs don't seem to have that same function. What the heck, man? See, now that felt like a troll. I've been bombing them in response, they bomb me back. But they're all, see, now they're champion bosses that explode upon taking damage like that. Oh, great. Come on, little guy, die already, please. Okay, so I don't want the one on the left. I'd rather take this one, because then my tears will increase if I hold the same direction. What's this pill do? Okay. Oh, there's an invisible one. Well, it's camouflaged. This freaking fly of mine, I shouldn't have grabbed it. See, I knew. I said it. I totally called it. it spawns with me and travels in the same direction I'm going, and then I get hit. That's why I keep taking damage when I walk into a room, because of that freaking fly. Hold on a second. Oh, great. And you'd pay to play just to clear this one. Let's pick a direction. Bye, guys. It's that fly that blows this. Man, I shouldn't have grabbed that fly for real. I've taken more damage because of my own pretty fly, that stupid ass fly. Whoa! I need to go get that heart. And see, it spawns out of me. It comes out of where I'm standing when it spawns. All right, let's go get that heart. I want a full heart. I'm sorry I'm not talking enough, because I'm trying to make sure I don't hurt myself again. I'm not putting enough focus in my own movement, I guess. Okay, let's kill myself completely. That's okay, I can't unlock any achievements anyway. Well, if you enjoyed watching me humiliate myself with that fly on the heart on his forehead, press that like button, press subscribe, and let's check out the seed in the next episode.